All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We start the third game here in court number 1. We are live here in Carson City for the Interlodge Mason Basketball League, presented by So-Called Ballers. I'm your host, the one and only Ludwig Van Magic Man. You know who I am. And for today's matchup, Team Hawks going up against Metropolitan Lodge, and what could be a matchup for the ages, as Metropolitan Lodge wearing the black jersey and Team Hawks wearing the green jersey. For Metropolitan Lodge, they will be starting with Chua, Balvin, Ray, and Sean Pacunio together with their center, Ryan Hassani. For Team Hawks, they will be starting with Musni, Fernandez, Santiago, Valdez, and Ferrer, rounding up both teams. Well, this is a surprising twist of events for Team Hawks, as they are starting with Fernandez. Maybe they're undermanned today, but usually Fernandez would come off the bench. But you cannot take Metropolitan Lodge lightly, because they are a run and gun offense team as well, with height advantage. So this should be an interesting matchup. And rounding up our committee, we have Lexus Castillo, and for referees for today, referee Vince Camper and referee Marcus Reed. Valdez spins and turns with a catch and shoot, as a rebound secured by Pacunio. They will slow the tone of this game. Ray tries to hit it, too strong. Transition offense. Musni still offline. Hassani secures the board. And Ryan Hassani, like a freight train, going all the way with that layup. Fernandez attacking the lane, and foul will be called against Sean Pacunio, I believe. Yes, that would be against Sean Pacunio. Free throws will be rewarded to Fernandez. Fernandez has been the go-to guy of Team Hawks in their past few games. Let's see. This is going to be a marquee matchup between Fernandez and Ray Pacunio, who are both athletic. And well, one thing for Fernandez, now, he is explosive in both ends of the floor in terms of the defense and offensive end. While for Ray Pacunio, he is a run and gun offense type of player, and he can also hit it from long range. Crossover, dancing around his opponent, sees no opening. Santiago back to Musni. Musni steps back. Musni, and he got the shooter's bounce for Musni, making it a 2-point lead. Well, as for Team Metropolitan Lodge, they can play from behind, as both of their wins coming from behind. Just like a while ago against Palos Verdes, they were down by as much as 7 points, but they were able to come back and eventually win the ball game. Actually, for Team Hawks, they're also almost the same, as Team Hawks also playing catch-up, especially against that game against ALTP. Hassani, third try for him, using his size advantage, and he will get a foul against Ferrer. Ferrer, that's his first personal foul, I believe.
Yeah.
Hassani on the line. How many points does Ryan Hassani have?
4 points.
All 4 points coming from Ryan Hassani for Metropolitan Lodge. Short, tracking down the loose ball. Musni. Fernandez asking, trying to dance around his opponent. Musni, backcourt tandem, releases it, and Musni drains it, making it a 3-point lead, 7-4. Miscommunication between Balvin and Hassani. Pacunio decides his own version, too strong. Valdez corrals the board. Valdez trying to protect the ball against Hassani. Musni at the middle. Musni kicks it out to Valdez. Valdez launches. They tap it away. Balvin secures the board. Pacunio being harassed. They got numbers. Pacunio squeezes himself against two defenders. Battle for loose ball. It will go to Musni. They throw it to Fernandez. Fernandez. Drop pass to Santiago. Santiago with the challenge from Chua. And remember, for Team Hawks, they're still undefeated in this tournament, which is going to be an interesting matchup because Metropolitan Lodge, they can and they have the capability to defeat Team Hawks. Let's see who will prevail. Battle for the loose ball, it will go to Ferrer. Ferrer. Tightly guarded by Hassani. Ferrer sees an opening, goes all the way with the runner. But Sean Pacunio takes it away. And foul will be called against. Foul will be called against Carl Santiago. That's his first personal foul, I believe. Yes, that's his first personal foul for Carl Santiago. Well, the Pacunio brothers will have a long day today, but Sean Pacunio answering to the challenge as he nails another corner three. Well, as we keep on saying a while ago, the Pacunio brothers would have their hands full today against those quick, and Valdez knocking down a trifecta quick answer against Sean Pacunio's three. Well, as we keep on mentioning, the guards of Team Hawks, Ferrer, Santiago, and Fernandez, their fast-paced offense. So let's see how can the Pacunio brothers manage those run and gun players of Team Hawks. As Team Hawks still up by 5. Whereas for Team Hawks, they have another weapon. Valdez can hit those 3-point shots. But let's see if Metropolitan Lodge can use their height advantage here. And cutting the lead to 3. He misses. Ray with the rebound. Ray to Hassani at the middle. Hassani using his brute strength down the paint, making it a 1-point game. Team Hawks still in command with 112-11 with 13 minutes remaining. Musni directing traffic, strategizing. Fernandez takes it, fires it, short. Hassani clobbers the board. Metropolitan Lodge trying to gain some momentum here. If they make a basket here, they will grab the driver's seat. Against a 1-2-2 zone, they go at the middle. Balvin, they swing that ball around. Chua, look at the front court of Metropolitan Lodge. Musni to Fernandez. Fernandez attacking. Balvin controls the board. Now, counter attack for Metropolitan Lodge. Sean Pacunio, hook shot, no go. Hassani. And they decide to pull back. Pacunio misses. Chua, again, those second chance points. And Sean Pacunio with the haymaker. Now they have the lead, 14-12. Team Hawks, this is not the usual thing for Team Hawks, but that was a quick response from Valdez, as Valdez all net, grabbing the lead back, 15-14. Both teams don't want to give an inch here. At the middle, Balvin, Chua, penetrating. Foul will be called against Hassani. That's according to our referees. First personal foul on Hassani. Substitution. Mayo in the ball game. That would add some rebounding in the rebounding department for Team Hawks, as they needed the ceiling against those three bigger defenders of Metropolitan Lodge. And back-to-back hits from Valdez, as Valdez money, 18-14, cashing it in for Derek Valdez. Well, as you can see, for Team Hawks, most guys, they would love to penetrate the lane and they would kick it out to Valdez. Good play for Team Hawks. They go at the middle. Hassani. Chua unable to catch it with the deflection. Substitution. Referee, substitution. Wait a sec. Okay, referee, substitution. Okay, Carlos in the ball game for Chua. Well, this is going to be a small lineup for Team Metropolitan Lodge, but they still have two guys at the middle, Buna and Hassani. Pacunio, they will try with the spin move or the turnaround shot from Ryan Hassani, making it a 2-point game. 18. Musni, too strong. Valdez again. He checked for him. Santiago uses the board. And they extend the lead to 4-20-16 with 9 minutes and 50. High octane, fast-paced ball game so far. Well, this is quality basketball. As we say, passion, skills, and legacy. And Mayo stopping Hassani there. Buna. Foul downstairs will be called against Musni. Musni, that is 21. First personal foul on Musni. Baseline throw-in. Carlos. They throw it, almost a steal. Battle for the loose ball. Carl Santiago goes to the left side. And foul will be called against Sean Pacunio. That would be his second personal foul on Sean Pacunio. That should hurt for Metropolitan Lodge, as we know Sean Pacunio is one of the scorers of Metropolitan Lodge. Well, they need to step up here, especially for Hassani and Balbin, as well as Buna, no? And Santiago misses that opportunity free throw for him. Santiago misses his first throw. Well, we have an announcement here, no? Later we have a fellowship after the 4th game. So, no basket. There was some... What happened there? There was a lane violation. Lane violation will be slapped against Team Hawks. With 8 minutes and 17, 20-16, Team Hawks. Full court pressure here. They don't know what to do, Carlos. Almost losing it, but Carlos recovers. Carlos with a spin move and stolen away by Mayo, and it will go to the other side for Team Hawks. What a turn of events there. As Team Hawks regaining the possession, they forward that pass. Santiago blocked. Taken by Ray Pacunio. Ray Pacunio on the run, transition. Finds Sean Pacunio with no one to bother him. Santiago controls it. Musni, they got numbers. Fernandez, eye in the sky, play alley for Fernandez. And timeout will be called by Metropolitan Lodge. And you should put that in the highlight reel as Fernandez with the eye in the sky play. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Lechon na sa likod namin, pare, ano, baka maubos namin yan. Maubos na amoy. Pare nga.
Okay, back to the action. If you have just tuned in, you are watching Interlodge Basin Basketball League powered by the so-called Ballers. This is Team Hawks going up against Metropolitan Lodge. Our official score is 22-16 in favor of Team Hawks. And on the line is Ryan Hassani as he tries to cut down the lead. Well, what has happened here in the early goings of the first half? Team Hawks using their patented run and gun offense, while Metropolitan Lodge, they can keep up as well, but they got the height advantage, especially in the front court of Buna, Chua, Balbin, and Hassani. While for the Pacunio brothers, they're gonna have their hands full tonight as they're battling Musni, Ferrer, Fernandez, and Carl Santiago. They go at the post. Mayo powering his way, and that would be count the basket for Mayo. As he muscles his way, he goes to work, punches it in, and extends the lead 24-16. What a play from Mayo.
That's what I was trying to tell you, number one.
Foul on Buna. That would be on Buna. And second chance points again for Team Hawk. Musni being bothered, but was able to recover it. Drop pass against 3 defenders, and that would be a 3-second violation. Ball will go to Metropolitan Lodge. Metropolitan Lodge down by 8. What shall they do here? Well, for Metropolitan Lodge, they are familiar with this territory, no? They have been playing coming from behind against ABL, against Palos Verdes, and they managed to take the win. But this time, this is a very different Team Hawks team, no? Because their run and gun offense has been top of the league so far. And we mentioned they haven't tasted a loss here in this tournament. So we shall find out if Team Metropolitan Lodge has the edge. Rebound taken away by Fernandez. Skying high. Fernandez on the move. Fernandez drops it off to Santiago, and Santiago misses. Battle for the loose ball. Santiago gets it from the corner. Musni throws it. Musni misses. And Sean Pacuno on the board as he's on the prowl. Gives it to Balvin. Balvin, no call there. As Fernandez leading the charge, goes hard to the basket. Left side. What a turn of events so far. Both teams missing their shots. Balvin again, muscling. Back to Asani. Asani with the skyhook. Nope, not this time. Run and gun offense transition. Open court. Mayo misses. Mayo again. Second chance points, and Mayo puts it. Count the basket for Mayo. And Mayo, what a performance for Mayo, not backing down to the bigger defenders of Metropolitan Lodge. Well, that is indeed a challenge as he's battling 3 bigger guys, Buna, Hassani, and Balvin. He is the only guy at the paint. They give it to the other side. Sean Pacuno still offline. Team Hawks, they're smelling blood here like a shark. On the prowl, drop pass, double team, Mayo. They go at the post. Fernandez with that off-balance shot. Now they have a 12-point lead, 28-16. Team Metropolitan Lodge has been stunned so far here in the first half. Well, they just need to focus and take one possession at a time, no? Sean Pacuno squeezes himself, unable to control it, forwards it to Musni. Musni looks at his defender, and Musni with the home run, 30-16, 3 minutes and 14. What a performance from the young guns of Team Hawks. They didn't know what hit them for Team Metropolitan Lodge. They need to talk things over here. He sees an opening, almost stolen away, and what's the call? Ball will remain with substitution. Chua in the ball game, providing a well-deserved rest for Balvin. Well, so far, Sean Pacuno has been offline as well as Ray Pacuno. They badly needed their points, no? Because the bread and butter has been coming from them. Buna tracks down the miss, but look at the hustle play of Ferrer. Ferrer, 3-on-1 situation. And Fernandez loses the handle. Well, so far for Team Hawks, it has paid off some dividends here as Fernandez, who is usually starting off the bench, they cannot afford to do that here, especially against the backcourt of the Pacuno brothers. And Musni again burying the tray from the top of the key, 33-16. Well, playing against Team Hawks now, you cannot make those mistakes, those errors, especially leaving them wide open. As they say, hand down, man down. You gotta challenge all the shots. 33-16.
7 seconds.
7 seconds. Corner. Still nothing going on for Sean Pacuno. And look at Fernandez. They're not stopping here like an Energizer bunny for Fernandez. Baseline throw, Musni left wide open again, and Musni, this time it's too strong, but look at the second chance opportunities. Hassani, well, those has been the key points for Team Hawks, no? Their second chance points, their ball movement, they've been playing flawlessly here in the first half. Well, this is still anybody's ball game in the second half if Team Metropolitan Lodge can find some answers. And ball will go to Metropolitan Lodge as he was able to save it. Physicality down low. Buna left wide open. And finally, Buna sinking it in. It has been a long drought for Metropolitan Lodge. Timeout will be called by... With 26 seconds left, Team Hawks calling that last timeout for their final play, trying to draw some play. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Sa may gym. Yung yung mga gym na nagbubuhat-buhatan na. Oh.
"20 seconds left. They run the diamond play against 2-3 zone. Valdez, and Valdez fresh from the bench, as he has been lighting it up from long distance. 3 seconds. Pacunio. And that's the end of the first half. Team Hawks scorching 36-19 Metropolitan Lodge. They will have a long halftime break here.
Sino kalaban niya, Kuyang Eric? Sino kalaban niya? Wala si Island Boy?
Welcome to the halftime break of your Interlodge Mason Basketball League, presented by the SoCal Ballers. I'm your host, the one and only Ludwig Van Magic Man. You know who I am, together with our referees, referee Marcus Reed and referee Vince Campbell, together with our committee here, Lexus Castillo. What has happened here in the first half? Well, Team Hawks, using the run and gun offense, has been shutting down Team Metropolitan Lodge, who has not converted here in the second half, or in the first half rather, as we start this ball game. Our leading scorers in the first half, Valdez with 12 points, all coming from 3-point range, and Ryan Hassani for Metropolitan Lodge with 8 points. And add that to Valdez scoring 15 points already under his name. All 5 3-point shots coming from Valdez, no? Hot-handed, cold-blooded for Valdez. 3-on-2 situation. Musni, eye in the sky play again. But look at the Pacunio brothers just trying to secure or have that defensive stop. Well, like what we keep on saying here in this coverage, no? Those are 4 guys run and gun offense. Pacunio to Sean, Ray to Sean. They're not giving up easily here in the second half. They're down by 18. what should Metropolitan Lodge do here? Well, they have the size advantage, no? Control the tempo, especially against the run and gun offense of Team Hawks. And that's easier said than done because rebounding has been also in the side of Team Hawks. And they need to convert those points. Take it one possession at a time. No? It may sound cliche, but as we keep on saying in this coverage, one possession at a time, try to make some stops, try to convert on the other side, use the half-court set because I don't think you can stop the run and gun or the fast break transition offense of Team Hawks. Again, Valdez left wide open, gunning for his 6 3-point shot, but this time, it's kind of short. Ray Pacunio at the middle, thought about it, gives it to Sean Pacunio. Sean still offline from long distance. He has been missing in action so far. They leave him wide open for Fernandez. It bounces off. Buna tracks down the loose ball. Sean Pacunio on the run. Takes it. Hits all board. Fernandez trying to challenge Balvin with the spin move. And that would be a lifting violation against Fernandez as he sees a bigger defender. Well, good defense there by Balvin trying to intimidate Fernandez, who clearly was bothered. Directing traffic, Sean Pacunio, they go at the left side. Buna, Ray, cross court, Sean with the challenge, and finally Sean Pacunio knocking down a 3-point shot from way downtown. Orchestrating. Valdez finds Fernandez. Back to Valdez. Valdez escaping the defense. He was able to hit 5 3-point shots on this ball game so far. We have a lot of people today from the balcony. Kaway-kaway naman sa mga tao sa balcony dyan. Wala, di tayo naririnig. Nanonood ng ibang game. 39-24. And the crowd going wild on the other side. 16 minutes here in the second half. Valdez and Mayo coming out of nowhere, trying to contest that call, but to no avail. Sean Pacunio hands it off to Ray. Back to Sean. He was able to hit one a while ago, and this time, that's his second try, cutting the lead to 12, 39-27. Oh, they're now in the ball game. This is within reach. The Metropolitan Lodge hanging by a thread here. Valdez at the middle, challenged by Pacunio. Still nothing going on for him. Balvin controlling the board. Ray slowing the pace down. They got the size advantage. Decides to take it. Ray Pacunio, it bounces off. Fernandez. Transition offense, breakaway. And ball will go to Metropolitan Lodge. A chance for them to cut the lead. Substitution, Hassani in the ball game. The leading scorer for Metropolitan Lodge with 8 points so far. But Sean Pacunio with 6 points, all coming from the second half. Ray will try to navigate. Sean Pacunio, too strong this time. He checked. Musni, he sees an opening in Musni. Buna taking care of the ball. Balvin, his own version. Balvin hits front rim. 14 minutes and 43 remaining here. 12-point game. Metropolitan Lodge coming from as far as 20 points here in the second half, cutting it down to 12. Let's see if Team Hawks still have some gas left in their tank. Valdez, hand down, man down, as Valdez sinks it. Well, the defense showing no challenge there. And that is the 6 3-point shot of Valdez. Musni from the middle, and Musni 6-point swing from Team Hawks. As back-to-back 3-point shot from Valdez and Musni, making it again to an 18-point lead. We'll be back after this timeout. Back to the action. Team Metropolitan Lodge calling a timeout after that back-to-back 3-point shot of Valdez and Musni. Let's see if they can answer here. Hassani tracking down his own miss. Finally gets a foul against Mayo. Mayo, that's his first personal foul on number 87. Yes, that's his first personal foul. And Hassani goes to the line and trying to stop the bleeding here. Remember, this is running time with 20 minutes per half, and the time stops only after the last minute of the second half.
Even with a big lead like that? Even with a big lead and stuff?
No.
Fernandez using the clock on their side as they're up by 18. As Hassani misses both throws. Valdez left wide open, and again, and Valdez trying to hit his 7th 3-point shot. Remember, he has 6 already here in this ball game. Sean Pacunio, his version, he was able to hit 2 3-point shots a while ago, but Hassani with the reverse and the cleanup, 12 minutes and 30 remaining. That's his 10th point here in this ball game. Musni exploring his options, and foul will be called against Hassani. That's his second personal foul. Baseline throw-in. They go at the post. Physicality down low, bumping and grinding, and Mayo prevailing on that play as he was able to bully his way down the paint. With the hesitation from Ray Pacunio, 31-47, 16-point lead. Well, for Metropolitan Lodge, they were able to cut down the lead by as low as 12 points. So they have the capability to do so. They just need to be consistent. But look at Musni also joining the fray with another 3-point barrage from Musni. Aaron Musni has been contributing so well here for Team Hawks behind Valdez and Fernandez. Fernandez, hesitation, no look pass. Musni hands it off to Valdez, and Valdez all net. That's the first 2-point shot of Valdez, huh? All coming from 3-point shot, and that is only field goal inside the line. Valdez takes it away. They got numbers, 3-on-2 situation. Musni, eye in the sky again. Fernandez misses as it bounces off. Sean Pacunio, no opening for him. Waiting for Balvin. Balvin, they swing it around to Ray. Back rim. Hassani falls away and converts for Ryan Hassani. 52-33, 19-point game. a sort of a breather here for Team Hawks with 10 minutes remaining. Musni looking at a one-on-one matchup. Zigzagging his way. Finding an opening for Ferrer, and Ferrer will not deny him as the dimes, dishing dimes. Ferrer count the basket. Foul. Ferrer will try to complete the three-point opportunity. In position is Hassani. 54-33 official score with 9 minutes and 44 remaining here in the second half. And taken away by Fernandez. Fernandez goes all the way. Musni takes that rebound, reverse, and Musni. That backward tandem of Fernandez and Musni. And look, and Fernandez is down. Hopefully he's okay. We'll be right back after this official timeout.
How about Green? 10 seconds timeout.
Back to the ball game. If you have just arrived, it's a whopping 23-point lead from Team Hawks, 56-33 behind the big three of Team Hawks, Musni, Valdez, and Fernandez. And finally, for Metropolitan Lodge, they were able to make that basket. 21-point game so far. They have no answers for those wings of Team Hawks. Mayo at the post. Mayo throws it away and it will go to the other side. Metropolitan Lodge, they can cut this down to 19 or 18 depending on what field goal they can convert. One-on-one against Santiago. That was a good lockdown defense against Sean Pacuna. They know he can fire away from both long distance and his slashing abilities. So that was a good defense from Carl Santiago. And able to sell the call is Balvin, and he will go to the line and shoot two. No basket as there was a lane violation. Team Hawks taking care of their undefeated streak so far, as well as San Diego, which will be a matchup later on in the final elimination round. Valdez from the corner, and Valdez! 7 3-point shots from Valdez! Scorching hot here in this ball game. Musni on the move, and Santiago continues to dominate here, 61-35, and annihilating is an understatement here from Team Hawks, making a statement in this ball game. 24, that would be against Carl Santiago. Hassani, corner three. No go. Santiago again. Carlos Ray Pacuno. Still nothing going on for them. It has been a long day for Metropolitan Lodge, but they were able to secure a victory in their first game, no? But this time, too much against Team Hawks. Everyone has been contributing, led by Valdez and Fernandez, together with Musni, as well as Mayo in the paint, who has been standing his ground against taller, bigger, heftier front court of Metropolitan Lodge. Well, you gotta credit the teamwork here for Team Hawks, recognizing their strengths, their weaknesses, and able to cover that, as well as helping each other out. 5 minutes remaining. Our next game is Palos Verdes against Brazen Pillars. It should be a good matchup as well. Mayo against the double team. And good defense there by Metropolitan Lodge. Able to stop that play, but Musni coming from behind, dancing around his opponent, able to create some separation. And Musni just purely dominance here from Musni as he is bringing the hammer down, bringing hell, fire, and brimstone. We'll be right back after this timeout. They go at the post, short. Asani, baseline, Balvin. Out of bounds, it will go to Team Hawks. And Team Hawks not showing any signs of slowing down as the onslaught continues here. Corner, Valdez able to hit 7 3-point shots already in this ball game. Musni at the middle. Santiago with the hand on his face as Balvin challenges that shot. And Asani trying to wake up his teammates. They are down by 23. Valdez too strong this time. Mayo at the post, baseline, 2 defenders on him. Leading the charge, Hassani. Ray Pacunio finally hitting that 3. 2 minutes and 58. Santiago with the recipient from the assist delivered by Musni. Sean Pacunio. Too late, to say the least, because this has been Team Hawks purely execution. Two minutes and 20. Ray. Give and go. Yes, sir, for Sean Pacunio. Musni. We're just awaiting for the final score here as Team Hawks scorching hot as early as first half. Next game, Brazen Pillars, you can start on the court number 2, Brazen Pillars and Team Palos Verdes, court number 2. You can start court number 2 for Palos Verdes and Brazen Pillars. Brazen Pillars and Palos Verdes, court number 2, as this game is not yet over here, and you can start the game on the other side. Palos Verdes and Team Brazen Pillars on court number 1. Please go to the court number 1, please. Palos Verdes and Brazen Pillars, court number 1, thank you. Team San Diego will play here in court number 2. Brazen Pillars and Palos Verdes on the other side. As we are awaiting this game. And our official score is 67-48. Team Hawks with a dominating performance. 29 points. How many points?
23 points.
For Derek Valdez will be our player of the game with 23 points. And that's the end of the ball game. Team Hawks will be playing San Diego here in court number 2. Court number 1, Brazen Pillars and Palos Verdes. Court number 1, Palos Verdes on the other side.
Did you ever watch The Cosby Show? No. Okay, so before your time. Anyway, Bill Cosby, black family, whatever. But he had the nicest sweater, so I told him, Sporky, you got all these nice sweaters.
And we end the ball game. Team Hawks led by Valdez with 23 points. Oh, this is going to be Battle of the Titans for the next game. Team San Diego going up against the undefeated Team Hawks. We'll be right back for the main event.